I'm here. I'm here. I'm just a little bit late. It's okay. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? 1 second. I forgot Benjamin. Where's our boy? Where's this boy? There he is. He sits upon my shoulder thus. Hello, Brian. How are you this fine day? This dark and dreary day with overcast and light rain. My favorite sort of day. Don't know why I'm doing this. Also, congratulations, Brian and Blue, on first and third, respectfully. I've got a little bit of a phlegm in my throat, so I've got a little bit of a... so I'm going to have fun with that. I'm going to try to take on the nice little voices so that we can have some fun with that. Well, I forgot to put on me glove. And then 4B is going to come in here and be like, what is this accent? And I'm going to be like, I am so sorry. So another art stream. I missed the other one yesterday. Yesterday's one, Brian, was a little bit off the cuff. Like, Kaju and I made the joke about doing it on Sunday. Or on Sunday we made the joke. And congratulations, Orange, on second. Ah, you can't just come in here and do that, Orange. Goodness. I have a heart condition. And then we were going to do it Monday, but he's like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to do it Monday. And I'm like, that's fair. What about Wednesday? And he's like, we can do Wednesday. So we just kind of off the cuff did it on Wednesday. But today we're doing art so that on Saturday everybody has the free time to come in and join in on the scary story readings if they want. And how are you, by the way, Orange? How was your streaming yesterday? I unfortunately could not make it, but... Well, no, I was lurking, but I unfortunately couldn't actually, like, be there actively. Much to my never-ending shame. Because to miss an Orange stream is to curse God himself, knowing that his retribution will be strucken down upon you at a moment's notice. Perhaps I'm simply playing with fate. But isn't that something that we all enjoy doing from time to time? Also ignore my statements. I'm going to say a lot of dumb things today. Hello, Blue. How are you? I've got a bit of phlegm in my throat, so I've got a little bit of a reverb. So I've been using it to do very terrible British accents. Because for some reason I presume that a British are talking like this specifically. So they've got a little bit of that their timbre in their throat while they're speaking. I know, is your throat okay? Yeah, just phlegm. No throat damage or anything, just woke up with some phlegm. Some phlegm. All British sounds like they need to cough. Yeah, we just need to get the cough going, but unfortunately the way is so bad you can't even bother coughing because it just means that you're going to get more rain in your lungs. Okay, well now I have to, like, go write an apology to 4B. Just be like, hey, I'm so... Oi, Nigel, isn't it strange that we're basically amphibians while we're here? What does that even mean? What do you mean? Well, when you cough, afterwards you inhale again. And the reason that the British sound like they're coughing all the time is because they have to hold in the cough. Because otherwise, they'll do a big inhale, and then they'll inhale all the rain that is always happening there, always. There's never a not raining day in Britain. Hello, Cooks, how are you? So, it's just gonna be one of them there situations. So that's why they always sound like they're coughing, because they have to hold back the cough, because otherwise they'll drown. Sorry, I always just do spirals first. Spirals is like my way to, like, warm up my wrist, I guess. I'm pretty sure it's so funny. Oh yes, they're very good with their dry and stale humor. What do you call it? Such a dumb joke. I'm gonna make the joke anyway. I'm sorry in advance. What do you call it when you want to decorate your Johnson with some red flowers? A poppycock. Oh god, end me right now. Please and thank you. Just... That's enough out of me. Goodbye, everyone. Hold on. I'm actually gonna really quickly go and message 4B and just literally say, I'm so sorry. That's it. Just, I'm so sorry. Where's 4B? There we go. Alright, hold on. We're still gonna do a couple practice lines here. We gotta get that muscle memory back, even though we were drawing a fair bit yesterday. By the way, for those who aren't aware, today's or this week's redeem is specifically childhood joys. I hope he just responds with "you better be." Yeah, he's been in chat the whole time, just seething. It's like, you really think you can talk like that to me there, Will? Don't you know that the British are a revengeful people? And we're patient. This week's redeem. Sorry, this week's prompt for art is childhood joys. I will read it out loud just to make sure that all of us are aware of it. Oh no, he's actually awake. He responded with LOL what? Let's see, what do we have here? Week 41 theme. Childhood joys. Something that you remember fondly from when you were a kid. He responded with a laughing with tears emoji. Hello, Mandalorian. How are you? And no problem at all, Cooks. Good luck with the prep work for Zomboid. The word's right there, and I still couldn't reach it. So I have an idea for this, but I need to find some reference really quick, because I only just looked at the prompt prior to stream, so I'm a little unaware of what needs to happen. Gosh dang it. It's so difficult to find. How we do it? Okay. That's the expression I need right there. Made a calculator in Python the other day, and now I'm making a rock, paper, scissors. Bit you can play against. Very nice. I wish I was in the same boat, Mandalorian, but I don't know jack about coding, unfortunately. So for me, it's very much not that. And hello, Kuma. How's it going, my dude? Okay. Oh no, we're gonna be doing some perspective. Can see why my uncle went down that line of work. It is pretty good money, if I recall correctly. Like, coding can definitely be a... I think we're in an era where coding is just something that you can... Like, you'll probably always have work. Do you mind? Goodness. Pardon the yawning, by the way. Hold on, I need to find a little bit more reference, because I know what I want. I just don't know how to draw it. That's a good reference, actually. That's what I need. Hello, Mama M. How are you? Oh, goodness. And do it up, Mandalorian. Computer science is a good pursuit for a future career. I tried learning Python while I was in school for animation because I was like, add another skill, why not? And I took this course, and how to say? And I tried to do it, and it was one of those, like, you know, like there was a lesson every week that you had to learn, and it started with the whole, like, you know, like make the computer say hello world. And you'd keep going through, and I think I made it to like lesson 4 or 5. And there were a bunch of other people who were in this class as well. And there was this thing that I just couldn't figure out. And like, mind you, I had like 6 projects on the go. So it was one of those like, I'm trying to do this, but I don't have a lot of time. And I just couldn't figure this thing out. So finally I'm like, in like the group forums, and I see that other people are having the same problem. They're just like, hey, I have this, but it's not working. What's happening? And just like all of the people who did figure it out are just being the smuggest pains in the butt. They're just like, well, I mean, clearly you're on the right track, but it's a shame that we can't give you any clues. And it's just like, could you just do that though? Could you just? And they wouldn't. So, after failing that week, I was like, well, I'm done with that. Goodbye. Like, if the people who know what they're doing aren't willing to try and help the people who don't know what they're doing, it was frustrating. The spoopy note, I could do a spoopy note for you, Mama. And thank you so much for stopping by and for the donuts and for giving Blue a bunch of bananas. I'm sure he appreciates them. Let me put the spoopy note. The spoopiest note. And thank you for the hydrate, of course. And here to check on your favorite younga. My goodness. My goodness. You can't just come in here and say such things. I'm gonna get embarrassed. I'm gonna be like, but how? But why? Silly microphone arm. You're supposed to be quiet, not squeaky. I'm gonna have to at one point like oil this thing a little bit to make sure that it, or I don't know. How would you even go about doing that? We'll figure it out at some point. This, and then we'll do this. Just flows down into a chin. This flows up into like a cheek. I think this is the general shape we want here. No, this needs to be a little bit more forward, like that. It's the Herb himself! How's it going, my dude? Howdy do, friendo. How was the music making the other day? I sadly couldn't stick around for very long, because obsessive compulsive brain demanded I do other things, but I hope that it was me. You were making some good progress. And scribble, scribble, scribble. I'm trying. Gave me some ideas at least. Hey, ideas are the start, right? Without them, you're not going anywhere. I think we want the head to be actually fairly big. I see where that's going already. Made more progress over the weekend off stream. Hell yeah, my dude. Glad to hear it. For those who aren't aware, Mr. Herb over here is a bit of a skilled boy extraordinaire. He knows how to code. He knows how to make music. He plays puzzle games like an absolute champ. Would recommend checking him out. Perspective is hard. Good goodness. I play puzzle games. Like a dunce. What are you talking about? That is incorrect. You do puzzle games well, sir. I will not have you slander yourself in my chat. Maybe it's got to go in the opposite direction. Maybe it's got to be more backwards. Yeah, let's try more backwards. Do it this way. Okay, don't know how I got to that. Oh, good goodness gracious. There we go. One moment, everybody. Just want to do a quick... Hits wrong button, hits wrong button, hits wrong button, hits same wrong button. Why is this working? Oh, actually, speaking of code, this is not important, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So, I'm very difficult to play games with because I have a bad tendency to just have my ADHD brain go like, I want to play this game now. And then I'll just go and play that game. And, I'll kind of like not care about any other games during that time. Perspective is so heckin' difficult. It's like I gotta turn it. Like I'm looking at it like this. And I need to be looking at it like this. Whereas right now I'm looking at it like this. And I'm trying to do that in my brain, but perspective is really hard. And go on. Oh, so I just got I went really hard on Final Fantasy 14. Like was just like, yeah, every class just has to be level 50 for no real reason. Just that had to be it, besides Rogue, because I don't care about Rogue for some reason. And then I hammered through all of them except for Machinist, and I don't think I'm gonna put too much time into Machinist because Machinist is a DPS class and leveling a DPS class is a goddamn nightmare. But then all of a sudden I just like remembered Software Inc., which is a game that I probably don't play correctly. It is a game where you create like a software company that can either make video games or antivirus or operating systems, etc., etc., etc. And you can do contract work to make money, and it's like a money balancing thing where eventually you can turn it into everything is just automated on its own kind of situation, which is something I'm not interested in. But I just like put like 18 hours into that in 2 days. Like just all of a sudden I'm like, I have to play that now. And then I did. A lot. Like I went to bed way too late last night. Soul crushing job stress. Oh, Herb, there are mechanics for non-founder characters that if you put them on too many projects, they will stress out so hard that they stop working, which is what was happening constantly to me last night because I was trying to make software that was going to be like, you know, like the big thing, but I underestimated how expensive my expenses were going to be. So I was constantly doing like little contract work on the side, and like so many of my workers were just like, dude, we're so overworked. And I'm just like, work more. Oh, wait, what if I... Hold on. What if this is the fix? Okay, well, I didn't want that part. I already hit okay. Let's not do that, thank you. Master, then that's how the real world tech jobs work. But that wasn't good. But now, Herb, now currently their only job is to do, how to say it, like we have 2 pieces of software out. We have a 2D editor and an audio software. And at this point, people just put in like bug complaints. I have a group of people that all they do is go through the complaints and find the bugs. And then the actual like software production crew, which is a pretty big crew. I think it's about 8 to 10. I think it's about 10 people. I think it's 10 people, yeah. Their whole thing is they just fix the bugs. That's all that they do. They have very easy jobs right now, all things considered. It's for 2 pieces of software, but... Smart move. Oh, dude. The 2D editor has, over the course of 2 years, made us, like, 300 million. Like... We have more money than we know what to do with. And now, just before I went... No, sorry. before I went to bed, I created a, what do you call it? A software distribution platform. So I made my version of Steam. And I didn't realize that if other people wanted in, you could set the share rate for it, you know, like how, or the revenue split, you know, like how much they have to pay me. And I didn't realize that, so it had been at 5%. And like everybody wanted on my platform. And I'm like, oh, that's neat. So like I let everybody on, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, it's at 5%. No, we gotta push that to at least 10%. Cause like the next competitor above me was at 15%. So I'm like, yeah, everybody's gonna want to be on here, right? Because it's still 5% cheaper. No, everyone bailed. And I'm just like, fine, it's my distribution platform anyway. I'll put my stuff on it, which is literally just 2 video games, a 2D editor, and an audio editor. Like, that's all that we have. Oh, and I make extra money now because we were making so much money. I make extra money now being a, what do you call it? Basically a printing press, if you will. Like, we have contracts where people are like, we'll give you this much money per copy of this software that you produce for us. And I'm like, you're giving me 40 cents per, but it only takes me 15 cents per to make? Awesome. Let's freaking go. You pay for yourself. I have like 2 carriers that show up once a day to just like box everything up and just haul it off. And I'm just like, that on its own is like paying for itself and then some. I'm like, okay, I think I'm at the comfortable level where I'm quite strong. Also, I have an entire accounting department, which is only 3 people big, but they just, like, having them will slowly reduce how much you have to pay in taxes. So I'm like, yeah, you guys work on that. Marketing team, you keep doing what you're doing. Software development team, you guys are doing great. And, like, support team, every now and then we're going to take contracts that means that you have to support other things, and then you're going to be insanely overwhelmed. And they are. Every time. Without fail. But yeah. Fun game. Very addictive, at least from my perspective. For me, with the brain that I have, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. A lot of emergency vehicles going by right now. Would love to see you play more games than that. It gets real, how to say it? It just becomes, those games I zen out in super hard. Like, I literally just like hour-long YouTube video about, I don't know, something like a haunting or a massacre or like this like event in history, and it's just like, all right, I sit and listen to that, and I just zoom into the game and just go like, I'm probably doing everything wrong. And I am. I have? It has to be that this just has to snap down earlier. It's got to be more like this to fool the eye. And probably also just do this. Kinda works in terms of perspective, I guess. Ah, yes, cute things? Question mark? What about atrocities is cute, Blue? I have so many questions. Everything. The one thing I can't do with this model is raise an eyebrow. This is the best I can do. Like, close one eye. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? Alright. Let's give this person some facial expression. You know what you can do? What? Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Ah! I was too late. Face is in the wrong spot. Mouth is wrong. I'm saving the other for later. Oh, the eyes need to be further apart. That's the issue. Okay. One eye needs to be like... here. Well, thank you, Blue. I appreciate that. Is this what you want, Herb? Are you happy about this? I should actually try to draw it the way that this person draws it. Oi. I hope that worked. Oh, God. Eyes dry. Ah. Eyes drying with the haven't you people ever heard of? Sorry. I apologize. not quite the perspective I want, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm just kind of accepting what I have at the moment. To add. Hello? There it is. I hope he's staring up at someone, handing him a Benji plushie. Nope, I'm staring up at him. Or I'm staring up at a butterfly. Although your idea is way better, actually. No. I take back the whole idea. That's way better. That's way better. Tangerine Slices, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. Oh, God. No, I gotta catch up with people. Ah! Hold on. Hello? Hashashan? Hello, Tangerine. Hello, Professor Nintendo. How are you guys all doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. Excuse me. You may call me Will, you may call me Sleeps, you may call me WillSleepsNot. I'm an insomniac, dyslexic, ADHD VTuber who plays a variety of games, and usually on Sundays I do art. Sorry, I gotta bounce immediately. No problem at all, Tangerine Slices. Thank you so much for the raid. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Bye! Normally I do art on Saturdays, but today we're going to be doing it on Thursday, because on Saturday we're going to be telling spooky stories, because it's Halloween season. And how am I doing? I'm doing alright. Nintendo, how are you guys doing today? I hope that everybody had a good time over at Tangerine's place. I'm trying to draw. I'm not good at drawing, but I'm trying. I'm doing rough sketches at the moment to try and to get the general idea down before actually going in and getting the doodles in place. Alright. None of my mods are around. And even though Tangerine isn't here anymore, we're still going to shout them out, because that's the polite thing to do. Ooh, Pokemon. Doing good. Tangerine was playing Pokemon. Heck yeah. Anything in particular, Nintendo? Or were they just, how to say, just playing the game casually? Because I know that Cobalt has been planning, at least, to do some more, like, challenge stuff with his Pokemon running games, and I don't know if Tangerine Slices was doing something similar. Well, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, right. That was supposed to be the ending of the intro that I forgot to do. If any of what I just said sounds appealing to you, then by all means sit back, relax, get cozy, get comfortable. And if not, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. There we go. Finished it. Got it eventually. Ha ha! Got him. And I apologize for going to be a little bit quiet for a second. I am trying to find hand reference. Because hands are really, really difficult. For me, at least. Though I presume a lot of people will say just like, yeah, heck hands. Okay. I'm just going to draw my own hand. I think that's the easiest thing to do here. Chat, I apologize profusely for my silence. Not perfect. The one should be a little bit more around here. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible either. Because the big important thing is that within is our little toast boy. He'd be angled downwards. So it'd be this way. And we might even make him just a little bit bigger. We'll move the whole thing back just so that we're not covering up the other character too much. We'll move him a little bit further back too, so like so. And this will probably have to be more up here so that it's lined up with the eyes. There we go. I think that's our general drawing right there. Which means that we're immediately gonna lower this a bit. Alright. And then from there, line art begins, I guess. Oh dear, oh dear. And by the way, Hashishin, how are you doing today? I hope that your time over at Tangerine Slices was also a good time. Alright, we bada-boom. And we're going here. I'm gonna be an unoriginal lad and go back to my usual style of drawing here. Just using the brush that I'm comfortable with. And now we just basically play the line connect game. We just casually go through and the start of that angle. I didn't like where it was going. Where was that reference? Why did I leave the reference behind? I need it for information. Let's connect these nicely together. There we go. Wait, have I goofed? I follow Tangerine, don't I? Brain's just all of a sudden having a I don't? My goodness, let's remedy that. Shame. Shame on me. Then who the heck do I follow that I'm thinking of? Well, there's a mystery to be solved at a later date. Don't like that little lump. The carefulest little gather. Orange? No, it can't be. I'm not talking about intimidation orange, no. I know I follow orange. I see the thought process you're going for, Blue. I see what you're thinking, and I like the thought process, but no, that isn't who I'm thinking of. Hold on. I think I know where to look for it. Because now it's going to start bugging me. Oh, where are ya? Oh, I'm thinking of Semi. I'm thinking of Semi. We did it. We put the pieces together. Ling, I just popped into your stream for a second because I misclicked. How could you? Also, really interesting timing with the music there. But hello, Ling. How are you? How was the game? Whose name? Faith? It's Faith. It's Faith. I beat it. I got the true ending of Faith. Ah! How was it? Was it a good one? And Stitches, hello. How are you doing, my dude? And congratulations, Ling. Was it worth it? Oh, goodness gracious. Hello, Solarcy. That's 3 raids in like 10 minutes. Hello, Solarcy. How was? I'm pretty sure it was Baldur's Gate. Oh, it was The Witcher 3. Ooh. And Chris, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. First raid, or wait, fist raid? Liar, hello. But, question mark? This is just my brain right now, just... Yes, Solarcy, explain yourself. Yes, Solarcy, please do tell. True ending was a gauntlet, and my stomach is not happy. Your stomach isn't happy. Are you okay? Just let me eat the Tums. Wait, why is your stomach not happy? Because I know that you get acid reflux, I believe, but worrying? I don't think I should. Oh my god, I could hear Solarcy say, I don't think I should. We did not. Solarcy is pleading the fifth. It seems so. We found our Solarcy's kink. Pop off, Solarcy. Go fist the world. Solarcy be like, my fist will pierce the heavens. I'm sorry, Solarcy. Did you have a good time, though? Beside the clear amount of bullying that happened. Can't tell if Solarcy is just sitting there dying right now, or is desperately trying to think of a way to respond. Yes, I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, Liar, how's it going, my dude? How goes the tormenting of Solarcy? She showed us the depth of fisting and disco kids. Oh no, Solarcy. Did you even bring this up? Or was it them? I suspect it was probably them. If I were to take a guess. I've been framed. Yeah, I thought as much. We are innocent. Oh goodness. Who to believe in this scenario? The victim or the perpetrators? Slurcy said she would be a better Discord kitten than Geralt of Rivia. I mean, I feel that, because Geralt of Rivia doesn't have to be a Discord kitten. Because he's Geralt. He can just be with anybody. He's an absolute, like, machine of Riz. He's a Riz machine. A regine, if you will. I don't know what that means, but I said it. Geralt is Yennefer's Discord kitten. The other way around, Liar, clearly. That implies you think Solarcy has been a Discord kitten. She has hinted towards the concept of such a situation, though a concept does not make reality. It simply is. Besides, we don't judge people here for the things that they do and the lives that they live. If Solarcy wishes to be a Discord kitten, then let her. Let her live her best life. Your Honor, the defendant has confessed, but she would be. I'm on Solarcy's side in this case. Gotta clip something. Good luck, be brave. Blue, you can be the tiebreaker. What exactly? The tiebreaker to what exactly? I don't think anything here has been... Oh, yeah, that's right. You gotta be patient, Stitches. You gotta be very patient. Strike when she least expects it. Think Solarcy would be a great Discord kitten. Boom. Blue gets it. Okay. Maybe I'm going down a dangerous road with this question, but... does Discord kitten have implications from the perspective of personality, or is it simply a title? Like, can you add to that? Can you be like a Discord kitten brat for instance? Like, is that, like, how you could approach it? Like, will you sweet summer child? Look, I'm asking questions because I need to know what that implies. Is this where you want to go? I'm asking questions. As long as people are willing to approach this respectfully, I see no reason why we can't traverse these waters. I am obligated not to answer any of this. Orange, oh, that's true, Orange. You are somebody who might take this, into dangerous waters. We're currently still on shore. The waters are shallow. Our small ship that is this stream is drifting comfortably close by. There are ports dotted throughout the shores, allowing us safe passage should we wish to escape from this particular waters. Orange would be the one that would yank the sails to the side and just catapult us into the Atlantic. And have fun, Stitches. Enjoy your homemade chicken noodle soup. And thank you so much for the lurk, of course. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there with, like, a pair of sunglasses. You know, a pair of sunglasses, just sitting on the deck, just kind of enjoying it. Just being like, you know, as we float along this potentially dangerous topic, I continue to wonder for a moment, and I turn the wheel ever so slightly towards the deeper waters. Just like, what is a Discord kitten? Is it a submissive? Is it a brat? Is it, shall we say, a thought? What words can help describe a Discord kitten? Besides an individual who is like, I want Discord Nitro, and you're gonna pay for it for me. Already beat red. Are you okay, Orange? Unless you mean that unless you're going back to my analogy that I'm, like, sitting on the deck and just being sunburnt. Hey, Moon, how's it going? I'm apparently, guiding us into dangerous waters by just asking some simple questions. Yes, liar. Would that work? Yes, liar. I presume that was liar, at least. So want to dive into the topic anymore? I want to dive into the topic, as long as it comes across respectfully. Oh, sorry, it was Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Yes, liar. Yeah, I just saw. I was looking away, trying to draw a line. Yes, liar. Are you throwing pillows at me because I'm inquiring on something? Is that what this is? Yes, we get it. There's a fire somewhere. Apologies for my yelling. Just always... They've been quiet all day. And then they just immediately start. Will is the heat source. Is that how that is? And then I need my reference again, because I know I'm not doing this properly. Okay. Cheek. No, don't get rid of that one. Okay, so it's down. No, Light rotation. Down. Do I need to take those pillows away? Do I gotta get mean? What's happening? Use your big boy words. Your big person words. Mm-hmm. No, that angle doesn't work. No, too small of a face. Sorry, Chad, I can't look at the moment. This is actually driving me up the wall and I want to get it right. I'm seeing your redeems, but they're being ignored for a second. Gosh dang it. Also, Solarcy, I'm so sorry that this happened. I hope that chat is being will be nicer to you in the future. Unless you let out a slip of the tongue, in which case, I guess reap what you sow, but... No, it's probably gotta be more like this, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's probably better. This is the consequences of my own actions. I'm sorry, Solarcy. Alright, there we go. I'm going to accept that as okay. Because otherwise I'm going to be here the entire time just redrawing that frickin' chin / jaw over and over and over and over and over again. Alright, let me check redeems. Okay, it was all pillow throws. So that I'm not too worried about. Moon! Can't sleep, just wanted to say hi. No problem at all, Ruby. Are you drawing yourself? Kind of. Stroopwafel. Stroopwafel. You guys are the worst. Absolute worst. That's very sausagey finger, isn't it? A little bit too much on that one. What is stroopwafel? Ruby, stroopwafel is a Dutch treat, which is like two really, really thin waffles with like syrup in between the two, essentially. I'm still waiting for I say stroopwafel for 1 hour. I wouldn't have a voice left Got him? Get got. Well, I don't understand, liar. I have no idea what's... I have no idea what you're what you're referring to at the moment. Read the whole message again? What whole message? Which one? Oh, I see. I see it. I put syrup between two thin waffles if you can fill it with frosting or ice cream. Because that's not how a stroopwafel works. Stroopwafel is literally a stroop, like syrup waffle. Like it is what it is. That'd be like pointing at like, I don't know, like yogurt and being like, that's a cookie. And it's like, it's not. That's not what it is. That just ain't it. That would be like a Twinkie with ice cream on it. See, Herb gets it. Doesn't make any sense. Talking nonsense right now. Orange. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm doing something wrong here. Wait, do I want this to be a hoodie situation? Yeah, I do. We're doing the hoodie here. Who gave you the stinky note? Well, it's a spoopy note, and it was Mama M. Mama M came in here being like, behold, my powers. And I was like, eh. And then I died. True story. Nah, we're just gonna leave it like that. I didn't even finish all the hair. Shame. Netherlands isn't a serious country. You're not a serious country, Orange. Go ahead, Ruby. That's because Orange's account. Blue, you can't do that. You almost murdered me. That's illegal. Shows the Declaration of Orange Independence. Takes the Declaration of Orange Independence and rips it up in front of you and throws it back at you. Now what, liar? See, I don't need to defend myself. Chat will do it for me. That's because chat unites against the streamer. In any other situation, this would not happen, Orange, and you know it. As a streamer, you know how this works. Go on. Live your lies. Pretend that you're safe behind your chat-like walls. But the moment you step out into the no man's land that is the streamer country, you know what happens. You'll be shot on sight just like the rest of us. If you weren't live yesterday, so you weren't live yesterday. Twitch? No, I was live yesterday with Kaju. I was absolutely live yesterday with Kaju. Yeah, we streamed. Well, I streamed for about 3 hours. Oh, Jesus, that's what's happening. Okay. I figured it out. I'm just forgetting the hand part. And also, why'd you switch? Oh, because not everybody has time off on the week. During the week to do scary stories, but it seemed like people liked the scary stories, so if we move it to Saturday, it's easier for people to be there. The weekend is a lot easier to show up. You know why? Because I work with them for a better nation. I always let them use my workout routines. I'm sure, Orange. I'm sure. Keep lying to yourself. As if you think that you have allies that won't stab you in the back the moment that you turn on your OBS / whatever other software you use. Don't think that you're safe. You're not. You're just like the rest of us, Orange. Sounds like a skill issue. Who is the blissfully ignorant one now? For it certainly is not I. I just can't get these fingers right. God damn it. How did I manage to do it with the other one, but not this one? Oh, gonna just put my head through a freaking wall right now. God damn it, I hate hands so much. In 1 second, Blue, I see your message, just, I need a second. I want to bite right through my pen in frustration. Ah! I'm accepting that as victory. No, I'm not. Something's wrong. Ah! Fingers. Why did I decide to draw a hand? Perhaps Orange is right. It is I who is the fool. Messing up here. Bonds. Just doing my civic duty. Oh my goodness. I was asleep yesterday when you were live, so is it going to be switched? I'm not sure what you mean, Ruby, specifically with it being switched. Like, scary stories are happening on Saturday. Don't know how I could have goofed that even more. Yes, then spooky stories are happening on Saturday. Go. I'm sorry? Is it gonna be every week like that from now on? Oh, no. Once October's done, scary stories are done. Those are October only. No, that doesn't look right either. And hello, Kaju. Howdy ho, fellow streamerino. Hold on. I would like to inform you that I farted and it was not good. Dude, are you having those frickin' like, those omni power farts? Where you're just like, oh god, why does it stink so bad? Oh wait, no, it has to go around, so it has to be more like that. Like the ones you messaged me about. I mean, I have, oh, the ones where you can't handle yourself anymore. You're just like, I'm literally killing me. Physically. With the power of toots. And yes, hello, Kaju. Don't look! I'm working on the freaking thing. Or rather, don't look at the screen at least. You can look at chat, obviously. October exclusive drop. Orange gets it. You yell too loud? I don't yell loud enough. Ah! I will not be silenced. Will, you are quiet. I'm quiet? What? That was real audio of a baby bird. What? Ah! Please move closer to the mic and yell to test. Ah. Ah. Is this what you wanted, Kaju? Because now I can't tell where I need to have my mic anymore. I sneeze like I move away from the microphone when I sneeze. Heartbreaking audio of the last bird of its species calling out. Just ah. Doing the fake quiet yelling. It's the only way I really know how to, Orange, because I've been conditioned in my life to never yell. Actually, because I get weird looks or told to not do that, or it hurts the heck out of my throat, because I definitely have done the like get so frustrated with just things that are happening that you just go but like the real like full like vibrate everything that is your throat kind of like, you know, bring it from like screaming from your core kind of yelling. And I try not to do those anymore because they only really happen when I guess the best way to describe it when I really get overwhelmed with emotions, because like I'm not good at emotions. I don't handle emotions well. It's not my forte. It never has been. It never will be. And I acknowledge that. But sometimes if I get overwhelmed with like either high levels of frustration or anger, especially when it's sudden, sometimes that'll come out of me where it's just like you just need to just scream it out of your system. But that doesn't happen very often. In fact, I used to be known, apparently without my knowledge, as the guy who quiet yelled at a studio that I worked at. They used to call it the Will screaming, because we were at a point where so much stuff was going wrong during that thing, and like the programs would crash and characters would break and we were behind schedule, and at one point it just became a point where I'm just like, yeah, that's great, that's wonderful, it crashed again. And I was sitting next to a guy that I got along with really well, like he's still a good bud to this day, and there'd be times just like, man, buddy, isn't it great when you're working on something and all of a sudden the program just crashes and then you try to uncrash it and then it crashes even harder and you're like, There was a lot of that during, yeah, there was a lot of that during that production. That production was a freaking nightmare. Was just bad from start to finish. That's not true. There were some good moments in it, but they were small. Few and far between, as it were. try to color things and I can't even do it properly. Actual favorite thing in the world. One moment, chat. I think I saw a redeem. 1 second. No redeem. Never mind. I misread. Actually. Also, we're going to be taking a quick break in a second because I've had to pee for probably about half an hour now, and I just can't walk away from the work. And I'm like, nope, we need to walk away from the work for a second because that's just the better option. So that's what we're going to do in a second once I get these lines in place. Oh, have a good night, Slarsy. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for the raid, as always. Please have yourself a good sleep. Hope that tomorrow treats you well, and have yourself a great weekend. These lines. How did they do it? And we'll figure it out in a second. All right. We're going to take a tiny little break because I need to go use the restroom. Pull this a little bit more to the side so I can see chat. And how's it going, by the way, Eccentric? Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, but we are going to take a tiny little break. If you guys can and are able to, I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. You heard what I said. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, and I will see you guys very soon. We're back. Hello, Cobalt. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, wait. No audio, so you can't hear me. But, hello regardless. And thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I can hear you. No. I mean specifically for Cobalt, liar. No, because it's closer, we have to use thicker lines. I think that makes sense, right? That makes sense to me. And thank you, Blue. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, what the note says. Take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And those with the good sense to get rid of the whole ordeal. Go. And you flow into that. Oh wait, I've actually goofed a little bit. Sort of. Yeah, I'm gonna have to erase a little bit of this. Go. All right, coloring time. Let's try to zoom through this super fast. Color time. Hell yeah, Blue. Okay, well, if I can do it correctly. Goofed it. Now no longer goofed it. There we go. So bump, bump. The power of having your model right beside you. Just click and drag. Apologies for not talking for a second. Coloring always just sends me right the heck out, because it's just going in and just... I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like, hey, just go in and get the stuff done. So I'm gonna try to continue talking while doing this, though if I do fall quiet at one point, I apologize. Doesn't help that this music is nice and chill. I don't know why I keep picking this music. It's just, I know I like it, so I'm gonna keep using it. Welcome back, Eccentric. What program do you use? Oh, I use Clip Studio Paint. Just the basic Clip Studio Paint version. I'm not cool like Kaju with his... I don't remember what the version is that he has now, but... Kaju, if you're there, what version do you use? Excuse me. And what song is this? It's not a song, it's a playlist. Hold on, let me grab it. There you go. There's the playlist that I use. Or playlist, yeah. That doesn't sound so right, Eccentric. I'm gonna need you to check your I'm gonna need to check your sources on that one. 'Cause that sounds pretty made up to me. Just go full Jack and was it Jack and Daxter? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Jack and Dex, just like those are the kind of questions that could get a man killed. No, I didn't sneeze. When did I sneeze? No, there was no sneeze. Sorry, Blue. I coughed? What? I think you guys are just trolling me at this point. I'm being gaslit. Comment from the hell yeah, Eccentric. I'm glad that you did. I don't know them personally, but I don't have disposable income. So like I can't participate in stuff like that. The best that I can do is use my tiny platform to at least make them known to people. So I'm glad that you were able to get something from them. Hello, Vitrify. Fancy seeing you here. What brings you to this part of the woods? Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was me clearing my throat. That was a... You just woke up from a 4-hour nap? Jealous. Wait, that means you went to bed around the time when I woke up. Interesting. Our schedules are... Oh my god, our schedules are so in sync. Ah, it's so crazy. Will jots that down in his notebook. Oh my goodness, why in the world would I do that? My notebook is spent on simpler things like Dungeons and Dragons games ideas and trying to remember how to play certain things. And normally I forget that I have a notebook, so it just gets completely ignored. We'll just keep tracks of... Look, when you don't sleep, you gotta do something with your time, you know? I mean, that being said, I do have a couple of people that I actively, like, have, like, a go to bed commentaries with. Which is like, look, I know what time it is for you. Go to bed. Please. It's like, where'd you go to bed? It just, like, gestures immediately to my streamer name. Just like, why the frick do you think... used to have a layer for every color. And then at one point I stopped doing that. And then every now and then I'll do something and I'll be like, oh yeah, why did I stop doing that? Because it's actually very helpful. We're gonna make you just a little bit paler there, Will. Just a little bit paler. There we go. There's someone who tries. Is it orange? Is orange like eccentric? Go to bed. Maybe. Nailed it. Easy, boys. I simultaneously like this song and don't like this song. Specifically don't like it because of the random audio of like the space launch, which just seems to be a thing that like this kind of music just draws itself to for some reason. Like it's just like, yeah, we just need a random part of like some old audio. Why? Because it'll just sound so cool. And it's like, why though? Because I think it's right about here. Nailed it. Why is it there? Who knows? I had the exact same thought and had wanted to comment about it so many times. I'm sorry, Blue. Brain increases in size. I'm sorry. Is it because space, so that's why you space out? Is that what you're going for, liar? Is that the big brain moment? Striped pajamas? Yeah, that's what I have. Hold on. See? I've got striped pajamas. Wow, plaid pajamas, but still. Yeah, this has been part of the model design or the character design since the inception. Plaid is next level. I want you to wear the matching button-up PJ shirt. The PJ pants don't have a shirt, Blue. The hoodie is the hoodie that I normally wear. Though I'm thinking about just making it like a really bright orange, like shirt, just for no reason. I just like the idea of that. No, I don't think we're going to today. I don't think that's what we're gonna do. Excuse me. Don't go past the lines, Will. Come on, you've been drawing since, or you've done coloring books as a kid. You know to draw inside the lines. My goodness. They forgot the colors, so I'm putting them in. They're supposed to be that way. Oh, Arthur. A reminder that even though I fought with my sister all the time, she wasn't as bad as DW. Now the hoodie is white bottom or like a soft gray bottom. I think it's, yeah, it's blue at the top, white at the bottom, then black in the middle. How bad was she? My sister? She's a brat, I think is the best way to describe it. But guess younger sister. She was definitely a younger sister. Absolutely. No DW? Did you never watch Arthur, Blue? I suspect that's why you're asking. I've never seen the show. Okay. No, she was freaking terrible. All right. A perfect example. There's an episode, and also hello, Avatar. There's an episode where Arthur is trying to find his list for the things he wants to do during the summer. But he realizes that next week his summer's over and he has to go back to school. So he spends the whole day looking for the list. And at the very end, he finds it, but it's too late because summer's over. And DW kind of goes like, well, what were some of the things on there? And he starts reading the list, and every time that he says something, she's like, well, you definitely didn't do that. And then he kind of ponders, and he's like, I did do that. And then this other thing, he's just like, oh, I did do that. And then, oh, I did do that. And then all of a sudden he realizes that he's done everything on the list. And he's just like, I did everything on my list. Thanks for having me read it to you, DW. And then he tosses it aside. And then DW's like, I wanted him to feel rotten and he feels great. I'm a failure as a little sister. And I was like, I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Having fun isn't hard. Heck yeah. If this is a trick I'm telling, literally is like getting upset because they're just, Arthur and Buster are just having fun downstairs, coming up with like random ideas. And she's just like, if this is a trick I'm telling. And oh god, I hated DW so much. There's just an episode where the gang is planning on skipping school, or like they kind of have like a situation where it's like somebody got dared and now they have to skip school. And they're like in Arthur's room kind of talking about it. And their mom's just like, hey Arthur, it's time for dinner. And he's just like, I'll be down in a sec, Mom. And you know, it's been like 10 seconds. They're just like, all right, I have dinner, so we'll talk about this tomorrow. And then immediately his door gets kicked in. And DW's just like, Arthur, Mom called you to dinner 2 hours ago. Hurry up. And it's just like, fuck you, DW. Fuck you. She's just, oh, and then she breaks the plane. Ooh, the plane one. I'm on Arthur's side through and through. Frickin' punch that pain in the ass. The joys of having little sisters. Is it a joy, Vitrify? Yeah, I think so. And you want to know the best part too, Avatar? I don't know how many people this will affect, but you want to know who voiced the brain for a while? You want to know who the voice of the brain was? Steven Crowder. How's it going, Scrum Dog? It was Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder voiced. I don't know who the brain is. Did you not watch it either, Avatar? It's a joy when you're 13 years older than your little sister and she has no power over you. Fair enough. I saw it offhand. The brain was... He was like a... I think he was a... Was it a gray sweater that he wore, or was it a brown sweater? Hold on. Arthur the Brain. It was a gray sweater. A gray sweater with like a... With a collar, like his shirt collar popping out. He was the smart one. His name was Alan, but everybody called him the Brain because he was just really smart. And yeah, he used to be voiced by the one and only. Obviously, that got changed after a while, but that was a thing. No, that needs to stop about. Wait, that should be here. Whew, sorry. There you go. That was a cough. I just hydrated, Blue, but I'll hydrate again. Yeah, I had a handful of peanuts just before I came back. And for some reason, the peanuts are just tickling my throat in a very bizarre way at the moment. By the way, didn't stretch the stretch. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Ruby, I did not see it. I will get that in 1 second. I missed it entirely. Shame on me. Okay, there we go. And then underneath of that, we'll put the thing. All right. A handful of what? Peanuts. They're still from the subathon, because they're a slow burn source of energy, because they have a decent amount of fats and protein in them. So I had them as a, you know, like, oh, I need to go grab a snack during the subathon. Just a quick handful. No, you're allowed to, how to say, like, give me a few minutes to notice. If I don't notice, just remind me. I'm okay with being reminded that I missed a redeem. That's an absolutely reasonable thing to do. I appreciate that. You're doing just fine, Ruby. Don't worry about it. You're learning as you go, and I appreciate that. As someone who's eaten peanuts on stream, when today you start coughing? No, eating peanuts on stream is apparently dangerous. I did it technically off stream in the sense that I did it during the break, and I'm still occasionally having a light cough. And I'm just embarrassed about it. How embarrassing. Hey, Sonic, I'm not Sonic. I'm my original character, Blonic, and I'm not Tails. I'm my original character, Blails. Some people just don't understand the difference. How embarrassing. Oh, thus far, I agree. I agree, Avatar. I agree. Oh, sorry. I'm, Blue, be good. Be good. Hey. Hey. Just holding the spray bottle, just like, don't do it. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Oh, I'm just on the... Wait, no. Wait, hold on. What? Why is it grit? Oh my god, I'm on the eraser. Okay, so we need that. Ah! Rommel, what are you doing here? Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, you were playing more Luigi's Mansion 3. So I have to ask, are you, like, completioning it? Completioning it? Crap, what? Wait, I can't hear. Ah, I'm asking questions. But hello, everybody. Welcome so much. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. Brian, have yourself a good night. It's okay, Robble. I was just doing my intros. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. You may call me Will. You may call me Sleeps. You may call me WillSleepsNot. Bells here. Gotta go. Hello, Bells. I'm an insomniac, ADHD, dyslexic VTuber. As you can see, the ADHD is pretty prominent at the moment. Who plays a variety of games, and usually on Saturdays I do art, but because it's the holidays, we're doing spooky stories on Saturdays, so we're moving our arts to Thursdays until October is over. If that sounds appealing to you, then by all means sit back, relax, get cozy, get comfortable, and if not, thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Rommel, are you doing like a completion run for Luigi's Mansion? Because I know the other day I popped into your stream and you were like going hard on looking for coins in each room. Like you would basically sit in a room and not move the progress forward. You would just... Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. It's not too hard. All right. That's what it seemed like you were doing, and I didn't get a chance to ask at the time because I was bouncing in and out of stream too much to be like... You know when you're so busy that you're trying to watch somebody stream, but you don't have enough time to actually, like, ask a question because you know you won't be there by the time it's answered? Like, that's where I was at, where it's just like, I don't have time, I have other things to do. Also, I get distracted with chat conversations and property damage. And Kate, how's it going? I love the concept of Rommel being just like, all right, guys, we're going to make some progress in the game. And just like cut to like 3 seconds later, just like tearing down walls and like kicking in doors and smashing vases. Just like, Rommel, what are you doing? And it's just like, don't worry about it. I'm good. How's it going for you? It's going pretty good. I'm slowly making progress with art. That's where we're at right now. Oh, wait, actually, I want the white part involved as well. Why does it select all of that? Oh, the tolerance is way too high. There. I ruined a cinematic because I was already destroying everything in the room earlier. Oh no! Well, wait, that's on the designer's part then. They should have set it up in a way so that it was like either impossible to break stuff or that the cinematic activated right as you walked into the room. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch anyway because of that. I appreciate stuff like that. Like when people figure out that in cutscenes you can mess with people. Like there was this cutscene that I saw in Red Dead Redemption 2 that if you're aware of these people heading towards you, if you throw a Molotov properly, you can make it so that just as the cutscene starts, they walk over the fire. And they just, like, engulf in flames, but they're just casually just, like, you know, like, your character's like, well, howdy there? And they're just like, evening, stranger, as they're, like, literally, like, like, their clothing is melting off them. It's a terrifying little scene, but I think it's very funny. It's a great way of doing strange things like that, you know? Well, I apologize. I hadn't considered that I was making it boring. Rommel, please. It was hilarious. The room was all messed, and then all of a sudden it was all back in place. Oh, like they did a reset. It was just like, I trashed the room, and then, like, everything's back where it needs to be. Sorry, why are you apologizing, Rommel? You're doing great. You're a very entertaining streamer. I'm saying bad because you're not giving yourself the credit that you deserve to have. Wait, what? How did I pick that up? Wait, what? Wait, are those the... Oh, I moved the wrong one. Yeah, dang right. I know what I'm talking about. I know things sometimes. Is this an anime reference? It looks familiar to me. No, I am... The theme for this week is childhood joys. And I just had an idea of my character, like, seeing, like, a butterfly or something. Like, that's where the Benjamin Toast used to be. But then Blue Pixel specifically was mentioning just like, oh, what if it's Benjamin Toast? And I'm like, that's a great idea. Oh my god, scrap my idea. The Benjamin Toast is way better. I know nothing. Don't you sell yourself short there, mister. Now the only problem here is that I'm not always the best at figuring out how to do certain things. Can't get sold. Wait, can't get sold if I'm free? I'm sorry, Blue? You're priceless. Boom. There you go, Bells. Get him. No, I don't like that. Hold on. How did they do it? Oh, they have it way brighter at the bottom. All right, let's try that. Hold on. Let's try that out. important part at the end is the... Yes, Ruby. Oh, wait. It should be up here, shouldn't it? That makes more sense. There we go. Little sunspot on the eyes. Oh, this person uses cross-hashing to do their shading, and I'm not very good at it. But that is okay. We can still make this work. What was the thing again that let me do that properly? Was it soft light? Yeah, it was soft light. Alright. We're going to do a super fast shade pass. And then we're probably going to be done for the night. There's a pretty good chance, by the way, for those who are here, that I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Because I realize that I need the time to get the stories for Saturday prepped. So I'm probably going to cancel tomorrow. There's got to be an easy rule to follow for cross-hashing. I mean, it's technically cross-hashing is, you know, unless you're being a smug boy and you've caught me in your web of shenanigans, in which case, well done. And if not, then I apologize for making such bold assumptions. I'm not sure when Kaju goes live, honestly. He goes live when he wants to go live. Though he does have a schedule, I'm a bad friend and don't remember it. Because, as stated, am a bad friend. Shed. Rommel, I have no idea how to say that. I don't even know what I said. I don't remember the last little while. BRB maybe. Wait. BRB maybe? How do you maybe BRB? He just says he streams on days that that you don't stream. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Fair enough. I just love the idea of BRBing maybe. You know, just like, I might not actually be here, but I might be here. So keep your guard up. But maybe you're wasting all that energy for nothing. It's just like, why do you do this? Why would you do this to me? Schrodinger's BRB. I am neither here nor not here. Choose your words carefully. Knock, knock, knock. It's not the big boss. I don't know how he doesn't keep letting himself in. We literally gave him spare keys so that he wouldn't lock himself out, and somehow he's still locked out. Let that boy in. Let him in, chat. Only polite to knock. That's fair. You know what? I'll give you that. I have no rebuttal to the statements you just made. You have defeated me in honorable combat, sir. Well done. And how you doing, by the way? Not the big boss. And Kazu's here too. How's it going, Kazu? I saw Geekbot's video of your 1 HP in a dream. That looked incredibly stressful. Bro, I was shaking. I could feel the shaking, Kazu. I could feel it. It was like, oh my god, I would be just... I wouldn't even be... I'd just be wet with sweat. I did stream, I couldn't do it. I feel ya. It looks so stressful. But you were still a badass for giving it your all. That's what matters. How you doing, by the way? Not the big boss? I swear, when I'm watching someone stream and they do the multiple hellos to the same person, I'm always like, why would you do that? You've already said hello to them. But when I'm streaming, it's like, oh yeah, because you just forget if you have or not, so you just double check. How are you? I'm doing all right, thank you for asking. LOL me. I feel you, Kazu. Where you're just like, how have I forgotten? I had it all the way till the end and then I goofed it. Are you drawing the first time you met Benji? That is basically what it is. Not the big boss, yes. That's essentially what I'm doing. Thanks to Blue for giving me the idea. Is it okay to screenshot your art? You'll get the art. The art will be, how to say it, on display once it's done on Kaju's Discord. You can just go there if you want to see it. As it'll be done relatively shortly. Why on his Discord? Because that's what this is for, Ruby. Kaju does a once a week. Were you and Kaju doing art of each other the other day? We were. My planet needs me. Good luck with your planet situation, liar. I believe in you. We were, and yeah, sorry. Kaju Maju once a week has an art prompt on his Discord. And you take the art prompt and you do art, and then on Sundays we all get together and look at the art that everybody made. And yeah, Rommel, I made him that. That was my contribution to the stream. Was me drawing Kaju in a suit. Now mind you, I was literally doing it off a reference. So, like, don't think that this is like how to say, an original piece of art. I had a reference on screen. And then came back. Wait, you made a Simpsons reference just now, liar? How dare you? Whoa, Poochie came from another planet? There you go. That was my dumb little art that I made for Kaju. Well, Kaju once made the comment of just like, sometimes the easiest way to do art is to draw yourself or draw your character, because it's something that you're connected to, so it's easier for you to draw. And no problem at all, Spencer. Welcome, my dude. And Rommel, no, it's not. But I mean, like, it was like... Hold on, let me grab the actual file. It must be there. I hope it's still here. 1 second. Yeah. There you go. That was my reference. That gives you all the intel. I just had this on the side just being like, okay, that's how they did that. That's how they did that. Try to do it as well. Don't do it as well because my line art is very, very bad, but the general concept of it is there. And I'm okay with that. What was the Simpsons reference you said? Oh no, that was Liar specifically made the Simpsons reference. It was a reference of Poochie. The talking dog, because they wanted to spice up Itchy and Scratchy by adding a new character. So they picked Homer. That's the attitude we need. Do that again. I don't know what I did. Well, then you don't get the part. Oh, well, I don't get the part. Well, boo-hoo-hoo. I don't get the part. That's it. That's the attitude. You got the part. Oh, now I have the part, huh? Oh, thank you. So he said, my planet needs me. Yeah. Well, the last episode of... Bye, Kazoo. The last episode of the Itchy and Scratchy that has Poochie is Itchy is about to kill Scratchy again, and then Scratchy goes, wow, Poochie, you look like you have something to say. Do you? And then he's just like, yes, I certainly do. And then it's clearly the, how to say it, like the, what do you call it? Like the CEO of the company, just being like, I have to go now. My planet needs me. And then it's a, as Liar said, a slide whistle. And it's like, imagine for a second that like, because in 2D, you have, oh, let's not do that there. Boop, boop. You have like your sheet. Ship, 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 ship. Ship, 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 ship. And you have character on it. The way that they did it, and like technically you can only see this section, but they basically removed him by just going like wheel, 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 wheel. So like the lowest version of animation that you could possibly do, they got rid of him. And then it ends with the text on screen that says Poochie died on his way to on his way back to his planet, just to like really be like he's never coming back. No, not you saying bye. I'm sorry, Kazu, I missed the second part. And then after that, Krusty jumps. Oh, they're just like, wow, Poochie came from another planet? hey, I didn't say that at all. Those guys double-crossed me. And then it cuts to Krusty, like, jumping up from behind the curtain and be like, Poochie's dead! And everybody cheers. And then Bart and Lisa cheer too. And then they're like, they realize that their dad was the voice. And hey, TK, how's it going? And they're just like, oh, we're sorry, Dad. Poochie did come back in several cameos. That's true, not the big boss. But in that particular episode, it's, how to say it, it's purposefully set up in a way to be like, he's not coming back to the show, technically. I thought they hated their dad. Depends on the episode and depends on the season. In the earlier stuff, they didn't hate their father. In the earlier, like the golden seasons of The Simpsons, Homer was a dumb, but a dumb and lazy, but trying to be a good father. Like, that's essentially was his character. Like, he was lazy in all regards. He was not very smart. But he didn't hate his kids. He just didn't always know how to be a good dad. Ah, yes, the hit and run and the road rage era. But, like, yeah, like, in later seasons, it gets, like, it gets, how to say it, like, it truly becomes, like, yeah, they hate their dad, and Homer's not, like, just a dumb, lazy character, like, he is just, like, beyond stupid. It's basically what Family Guy did, except for Family Guy basically started like that. It started with Peter being just dumb as bricks, and then just became progressively dumber. Like, it's just how it is. Golden seasons were season 1 to season 10. I remember, how to say it, like, I don't remember when season 10 ends. I think even like a couple of seasons after season 10 are still pretty good, but it starts going downhill pretty bad. After season 10, it all becomes Homer-centric. Can you give me like some of the episodes after season 5, Not the Big Boss? Because I would love to try and remember. Peter is a complete sociopath in later seasons. Oh yeah, and like a sociopathic narcissist. Like, no sympathy to the damage that he does to his family. Like, yeah, there's just, yeah. I've watched a frick ton of Family Guy. I haven't seen, like, the last 3 seasons, I think. And I haven't seen the last 4 seasons of The Simpsons, but I remember watching one of the seasons of Family Guy, and I got one laugh out of the entire season. And there was one episode that just drove me up the wall because it was an episode that had limitless potential, and they squandered it. And yeah, Blue, as far as I'm aware, they're still going. And it just feels bad. Like, Rommel, like, even if you don't like Family Guy, you understand its general premise, right? Like, it's a cutaway gags. It does the stereotypical problem at the beginning, A plot, B plot. Usually they come together, but not always, and at the end, they're back to the exact same position that they are. And I'm sorry, Blue? No, hold on. No, I need to not do that because otherwise I'm going to lose my thought process. There's an episode where Lois and Peter say the same cutaway gag at the same time, and in doing so, they get, like, transported to like basically cutaway land, where like they say a cutaway line and they go to that cutaway line, or they go to that scene, and it has so much potential, right? Like, imagine that for a second. There's two characters that throughout most of the like the last how many number of seasons have been in a perpetual state of essentially a declining marriage, with Peter becoming ever more sociopathic and Lois becoming ever more just like, how to say it, like, what the heck are they called again? What's the freaking, those drugs that make you calm down? Is it Xanax? She's like a Xanax addict. She basically just becomes like a Xanax addicted version of the wife from Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, just always mad, just always yelling, and just like occasionally she has like her own episodes, but like they just had this potential of like them struggling to get out of this area where anything is possible. Like, they could have a genuinely good, heartfelt episode. They could have a terrifying episode. They could have a funny episode. They could have a, you know, like a sad episode. They could have there's so much potential. Like, imagine if they took that premise and like went back to like exploring the memories that made them fall in love in the first place. Like, imagine having an episode like dedicated to Lois and Peter when they were younger and what caused them to fall in love, and like them realizing where some of their marital problems went wrong. Like, imagine an episode like that. It'd be amazing. It'd be such a good episode. Like, you could weave comedy into that, you know, like even just a dumb little fart joke of just like, you know, like they're both just kind of like, why did I ever, like, you know, like, Lois, why did I ever fall in love with you? Peter, why did I ever fall in love with you? Blah, blah, blah. And then they start seeing the reasons. And there's like a part where they're like, you know, like the younger selves are like hanging out, and then, you know, they're doing something serious and it's kind of cutesy, and then like Peter lets out a fart, and then both the young Lois and the modern day Lois like chuckle, you know, like that moment where it's like, oh, they're still the same person. There's so much freaking potential in that episode, and they squander it. It's a trash episode, and it bothers the fuck out of me. Fuck, that episode makes me so mad. They set up a premise with like literal infinite potential, and they squandered it on making a joke twice about a football player who's a MAGA supporter. That's what it was. That's what, like, about 2 minutes of the episode is dedicated to that. And it's so frustrating. It's like, oh, like, what is it? Tom Brady, I think might have been the name. I don't know if that's the correct person, because I don't know sports. But it's just like, it's just dedicated to both Lois and Peter in his locker watching him shower after a game. They dedicate like 2 minutes of the show's runtime to this quote joke, and it's garbage. I am not a good writer. I have a hard time writing, but even I can see the potential of that. The idea of two people going into a situation where anything is possible, and they dedicate it to that a sports guy is showering and they're creepily watching him while mentioning that there's a MAGA hat in his locker. Why? Why would you waste that? It's so frustrating. It's rage-inducing. End rant. And thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. Immensely stupid. Rommel, I know that you can also see the potential to this. I know that you can see it. I know that everybody here can visualize in their own head what potentials are in this episode. Even if you don't watch Family Guy, just two characters in a broken marriage getting into a situation where they can go anywhere and see anything. That's what they do with it. Not much for I'm not saying it has to be that. That was just an example of like something they could have done with it. Just something to make it. There was just so much hope. There was so much potential. And they just went, nah, fuck it. The show's already dead. Let's not try. I think I'm just mad because how to say it, because I've wasted time watching the show because I'm just curious if they tried anything. They should have doubled down on the Apu. I do think it's sad that Apu isn't in the show anymore. Please calm down, Will. Ruby, I am allowed to get heated on my show, on my stream. Please don't tell me to calm down. I have calmed down. You're mad because you invented Family Guy. Thank you, Avatar. No, I'm just sad about that episode because it's like, why? Wait, Apu's gone? Yeah, Apu's been gone for like 3 seasons? 4 seasons? 5? He's probably been gone for a while. Why? Because he was a racial stereotype. According to people, which drives me up the wall because Apu is literally the embodiment of the American dream, like the immigrant American dream. Shows up with nothing, gets enough money to open up a store, successfully runs the store, has a place, has a wife, and has kids. Like, he's actually a successful character. He is a perfect embodiment of, like, the reason that people immigrate to America. And it just makes me really sad. Isn't everything in The Simpsons a stereotype? Absolutely. Or at least an archetype, if nothing else. But also, you know, Flanderization, I think is how you say it, is a thing. It's because of the show. You know, the original character, Ned Flanders, used to just be a, how to say, he used to just be the mirror to Homer, right? Like, Homer didn't want to go to church, he was lazy, he was not the best father, but he tried, and he drank, whereas Flanders was a good Christian father, right? Like, he was the how to say it, the mirror that you could hold Homer up to. And then over the seasons, they like took one piece of his character and just blew it up. So like, it was his religion, right? He started slowly becoming the friendly neighbor that helped everybody out and who also was a churchgoer, to becoming the Christian fanatic. He still has his friendly neighborhood hidely-ho neighbor, you know? But I would argue at this point, that Ned Flanders is the religious guy, not the friendly neighbor who goes to church. I think Ned Flanders is still a half-decent character in the show. They occasionally do some decent stuff with him. why he was ripped. I guess it was supposed to be the opposite of Homer being fat. I think that was the actual reason behind it, Rommel. I believe so, anyway. Ned Flanders, the man with the chest. Technically, the stupid sexy Flanders was because of his butt, right? Because he's in, like, that full, like, ski suit, like, the skin-tight ski suit. It's so comfortable, it feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Remember when Ned Flanders went crazy? Oh, yeah, that's a great episode. Because everything goes to heck for him over and over and over again. Then finally at the end, he's trying so hard to keep it together, so he just exhales onto his glasses and just wipes the lens, and the lens falls out, and you just hear it shatter on the ground. And then he just puts the glasses back on and, like, tries his best to stay sane, but he can't do it, and he just starts yelling at everybody. And then Family Guy tried to copy it. They did it with Meg yelling at everybody. Gifs of him driving the car from that episode are everywhere. Really? I'm glad. It implies that Ned lives such a life that's just so much of a clean lifestyle that he's naturally fit in his 60s. True. That's a good point, Spencer. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't really watch TV. He gardens. He goes for jogs. He's active in the community, you know? Like, he's always kind of moving. I love what he said to Mo and how Mo reacted. Oh, crap. I don't remember what he says to Mo. Not the big boss. Please remind me. I remember a lot of them. I know that when he yells at Lenny, just like, I don't even know you, but I bet you're terrible too. Hey, I just got here. What's going on? And then what is it? Then Krusty starts writing down the stuff he says, and he's just like, oh yeah, the clown. The only one of you that doesn't make me laugh. Enjoyed the episode about Flanders. But yeah, I believe that's this episode, Blue, where you learn that he comes from a family of, like, hippies that just won't... Or hippie/hipsters, I guess, and they don't discipline him. You're an ugly, hateful man. I may be ugly and hateful, but I'm a... Wait, what was the third thing he said? What did, by the way, did he say to Homer? It's like, Homer, you are the worst person I have ever met. And Homer's just like, whew, I got off easy. Like, I'm trying very hard to remember, but... Oh, it's Beatniks? The only one of you Beatniks that doesn't make me laugh? It's a great episode. Like, it's genuinely a great episode. It's the episode where it's just like, so you want me to discipline your son because you won't. Yeah, man, we've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Oh, his parents are so terrible. I hate them. But you're supposed to. Like, they are just the perfect example of just, like, lazy parents. No, but their parents are beatniks. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, Spencer. I don't have flawless memory of the episode, but I'm trying. Well, they addressed that in a different episode, Ruby. There's the episode where they basically do it as if the show was an actual show and all the actors are actors. It's a moment where Homer snaps on Bart when they're doing a scene, and And he kind of goes for it, and then everyone starts laughing. And then they start doing it again, and then Homer even says, he's like, and that horrible act of child abuse became one of our best well-known gags. Behind the laughter, that's what it was. I hate, though, that I laughed. There's the part, you know, where Homer's just doing the... What is it? They show a scene... Oh, that's right. Yeah, they show a scene of him getting hurt. It's like, but what the audience didn't see was the unfunny after part. And then he takes that step when he's like learning how to walk again and his leg cracks and he falls over. I laugh hysterically every time without fail. It's just like, what is it? And then they just dump like a literal like container of pills into his mouth. Somehow Homer became addicted to painkillers. There we go. Alright, one last thing we need to do. Oh, sweet. We're almost at 3. It was real life. Exactly, Nini. Or, Nini. Ruby, but it's not real life. It's cartoon violence. Not saying that makes it good, but I think part of the reason that it's funny is because it is an unacceptable way to approach child rearing. Kudju wouldn't be streaming today. I don't think he has raid on Thursdays, because he would be streaming if he was raiding so that he can look at his VODs afterwards. There we go. Hardcore nudity. I'm sorry. Was there hardcore nudity? Question mark in The Simpsons? I need more information. Not the big boss. I remember someone I was learning not to choke Bart, and then the man that was teaching him got so annoyed that he choked him. Oh yeah, I remember that episode. He started choking him. He's like, "Oh my god, what a resilient neck! It's like trying to choke an oak." Was that another Simpsons clip show? I don't know. Ah. Troy McClure. You may remember me from such episodes as... Oh, wait, are you talking about the that night came the honeymoon and everyone's like, ew? Will even. What program? I am using Clip Studio Paint. Just the regular version. I think it was like on sale at one point for like a silly price of like $70 or something. So it's just like, oh yeah, I'm using that. Homer was like... And from such movies as, yeah, you may remember me from such movie as, insert movies here. Just the guy who's been in everything. Get on my bike. What about getting on the bike and lifting weights at the same time, not the big boss? Think about it. Unless you're talking about, like, your actual bike, in which case, please don't do that. Biking with no handlebars is dangerous, or with no handlebars is dangerous. Ooh, sorry, I'm spacing out a little bit. I believe I gotta wrap this up so that I stop fading and start riding off into the sunset, as it were. Oh, come on. And then we need colors at the bottom. I normally do the blue and orange, but I don't know if blue and orange are going to work here today. I'm going to try, but... No. No, that's not what we're doing today. What about like a soft green? Like a soft purple. Purple's too sharp. No. What if we turn that into a blue? Would that work? Like a green and blue? I don't think that's too bad. Simple, but effective. No, Will, I only have the energy for one. What was the last thing you worked out then, not the big boss? Did you do strength training or have you done cardio? Because if you did cardio last time, then do the weights. And if you did weights last time, then do the bike. Oh, wait, I need to... I can't just leave that by itself. Soft light. There we go. Boom. Weights it is. I rode last night. I died horribly. Gassed out 30 minutes into it. That's alright, my dude. You still did it. Like, don't think that not being able to do what you normally do means that you failed. Sometimes you just have a day that it doesn't work. I wouldn't worry about it. You still did it. Shh. Stop making so much noise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the evening, which is good because I need to go make some dinner, and then I am probably going to hang out with my bud if he is still up for it. I'm just scanning through potential targets. Orange is streaming. Herb is streaming. Cheesecake is streaming. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. There's actually a bunch of choices. Ah, crap. All right. The blush. Do we need to blush? All right, I'll add a blush. Just for you, not the big boss. I'll add a blush. But don't say I didn't do nothing for you. Not for me, for blue. Oh! I'm sorry. Oh, well, if we're doing that, then we're also doing... Insomniatic since the day he was born. There you go. Now it's done. Now we've finished. So let's... Oh, Blue, you've been waiting. You've been waiting. Strobe baffle. You know what? Just for you, until I get the pole set up, we'll keep the head pats on. Just for you. All right, make a pole. We're going. All right, we can either go to Alan Wake, music making, Yakuza, Project Zomboid, Project Zomboid. All right, I'm going to differentiate the two with capitals. So the top one is going to have capitals and the bottom one is not going to have capitals. There you go. All right, poll is up, chat. And now we get rid of the head pats. There you go, Blue. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. So let your choices be heard, chat. Where are we going? Are we going to Yakuza? I think I wrote Yakuza. I hope I wrote Yakuza. Yakuza. Are we going to Alan Wake? Are we going to watch some music creation? Are we going to see Project Zomboid? Or are we going to watch Project Zomboid? Make your choices. And then we're going to go and support them peeps. Have a good rest of your evening. Well, thank you so much, Not the Big Boss. Good luck with the weightlifting. You can do it. I believe in you. Music making. Ooh, and Liar is very determined in this. In that case, we are going to go and check out Observer Herb, the man, the myth, the legend. He is currently making da musics. And we're going to go support the absolute heck out of him is what we're going to do. So, I can't spell for the life of me. There's the socials. And we're going to go ahead and raid Observer Herb. He is a bushy mustached flesh tuber who is a coder, a music maker, and plays a lot of puzzle games. Bells, that's my job. But all right, everybody, 18 people. Gosh dang it. It's because of all the raids, you raid tossing crazy people. And it's okay, Bells. I'm just messing. All right, everybody. We are going to go over to Observer Herbs. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. Appreciated. Hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it happened to be for you. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. Hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally sleep, when you finally do sleep, whatever time it happened to be for you, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. I will see you guys over at Herbs, and I will see you guys. Yeah, we're not going to stream tomorrow. I'll post a message both on my Discord and on Twitter that we're not streaming tomorrow. So we'll be doing the spooky stories on Saturday. So I will see you guys then. Until then, bedheads and sleepy breads. Until the next sleepover. I did not do that properly. Bye!